Hey guys, so today we are going to discuss Ascension Sickness Symptoms. Now before we get into that, I'm going to answer a question that I was asked this weekend by one of a kind. So if you're watching this one, this one's to you. The question is, Zach, when you're doing your videos and you don't wear a shirt, do you wear pants? And the answer to that question is absolutely not. I prefer to go pantless because it's a sick way for me to stay alive and to really enhance my voyeuristic nature. But no, I really don't wear pants. If you want me guys to stand up next time, I'll show you all the goods. No, I'm kidding. Of course I wear pants. This is a funny question. And he was probably just joking, but I thought I'd address that in this video. Anyway, so on to the Ascension Sickness Symptoms. Now, I'm going to give you a shit ton of Ascension Sickness Symptoms. I'm going to put a link to this website that I really like to go to when I feel like I'm having this Ascension Sickness happening. Right now, it's April 12th. And so we just got done with all these solar flares from the March 16th to the 26th. We're in the midst, at the tail end of Mercury retrograde. So there's just a shit ton of energy that's going on in the universe right now, in our Earth, in our galaxy. So I kind of want to give you what Ascension Sickness Symptoms are, they can be, and then we'll talk about a little bit how they come about, yada, yada, yada. So, Ascension Sickness Symptoms. I'm going to preface this by saying, if you really are having some serious issues, I am not a doctor. I am a certified exercise physiologist, so, and a life coach, so I'm not a doctor. Go see your doctor if you're really having a ton of issues. Sometimes we can't always put a thumb on exactly what it is, but these are just some Ascension Sickness Symptoms. So in times when you feel like you're having a really deep spiritual journey and you're working on your inner spirituality, things like shifting energetically, solar flares, Mercury retrograde, these things can happen. If you feel like it's a mild case, be intuitive, go within and kind of ask yourself if these are happening because something's really going on, or if something just is energetically shifting in your body. If something's really going on, go to the doctor. Nobody wants, to suffer for a long time if they can be cared for sooner. Anyways, so Ascension Sickness Symptoms. Physically, a ton of them. Because the chakras, because our bodies are all energy, when we get new energy signatures and they start transmuting the body in our energy vortex and our energy signature already, can have a lot of issues. Legs, you can get overall body, you can get numbness, tingling, weird sensations that kind of come and go. When it comes to me specifically, I'll use my example for like the last month since the solar flare started happening. I've been really foggy, having trouble with memory recall, remembering names and song titles, not feeling very clear, feeling a little flighty. Your whole body feels lighter and flighty, if that's the right term, not as grounded. Some people have a ton of food cravings, feeling heaviness. Some people can feel heavy, muscle aches, breathing. Your breathing might feel shallow, like you can't catch a full breath. Heart chakra's cleansing itself. Throat, you could have skin irritations. You could have raspy throat. You could have colds that don't go away. Gosh, there are so many that go on. My particular one in my life that I've really experienced is breathing issues, so inability to catch a full breath, and not even when I'm working out. Like that happens when I'm working out and I'm doing really high intensity interval training, but when I would just be sitting around, that's kind of re-emerged the last few weeks or two, where it's just like I can't get a full breath in. Sometimes when I'm yawning, I can't get a full breath in when I'm yawning, and you kind of have to yawn 3 or 4 times, which is really uncomfortable and weird and awkward. Breath, digestive issues. Digestive can be huge, especially with your third chakra, the inner power, inner sense of power. Women will have kind of weird menstrual cycles, kind of out of the norm, or excessive bleeding, limited bleeding, kind of goes either way. Bone aches. You can get bone, deep joint pain like you're a child again, and you're going through a growing pain. What else? Oh my gosh, there's so many. If you have questions, you can give me a comment, and I could hopefully answer them if I have any experience with them. But I will put the hyperlink to this woman's webpage who describes pretty much all the symptoms you could possibly experience, and you might resonate with some of those. But anyway, so what's happening with ascension sickness? Now, ascension, we talk about ascension. Ascension is simply the rising up of energetic signature, or of energy levels, meaning or frequency, your energy frequency. So we'll say there's 10 levels. We'll just use this as an example. There's 10 levels of vibration that our bodies can vibrate at. They have a frequency signature of, and everything has its own energy signature. So every cell has its own vibrational frequency. Similar cells tend to match the frequency of other cells. Our body has a global signature energy frequency. Each cell has its own vibrational signature and frequency. Now, as we get these new energies from solar flares, or our energy starts shifting through meditation, through a rising up of our spiritual self, our frequency becomes more rapid. And I've talked about this before in other videos, how our frequencies change. So if we're at a level 4 frequency, and because we've been doing our inner work, we've been kind of assessing our shadows, the things that have been holding us back just in life, questioning our beliefs, or external forces like the solar flares, like Mercury retrograde, like all these different energy frequencies that can affect us, and we change to a level 5, right? We're ascending upward. Our cells must then transmute themselves and learn to vibrate at a new frequency. So if you're holding, now this is where it gets fun. Why does this happen, right? So the energies are shifting upward. Why does this happen? Why do we get the symptoms? Why are we getting the physical symptoms of the shifting energetically? It's because, like I said, each cell holds an energetic frequency. Now, as we introduce new energies, and Caesar has his energy and he wants to play, as we introduce our new energies into the system, those cells must learn to vibrate at that new frequency. But our cells hold emotional trauma, memory, etc., within them. He wants to play with his ball. Caesar, he loves talking about frequency. And he kind of smells right now. He needs a bath. He's a wet dog. So as our energy shifts and each cell begins to try to take on that new frequency, it has to let go of, he won't ever give me the ball, has to let go of the old frequency. Meaning it has to let go of those old emotional traumas or those old memories. Now, because on a global scale, our organs hold, or particular areas of our body hold those energy signatures, those energy frequencies, bigger areas of the body are gonna see those effects. So if you're holding, we'll say, the inability to love yourself, self-love, and love others, or you've had like a really deep emotional trauma with a relationship or a parent, relationship, meaning a parent, a sibling, a lover, etc., 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 etc. Give me the ball. He won't give it to me, but he just keeps wanting to talk. You're going to start feeling stuff in your heart center, in your chest. So that could come in the form of heart palpitations. That could come in the form of breathing, things like that. If you're feeling like you're releasing, because it's always a release, it's never a holding on to. It's our bodies trying to hold on to, but those energies are forcing us to shift and ascend upward. If you're holding energy, if you are like the inability to feel self-empowered, like you have control over your life, you're the dictator of your experience, you're the manifestor, you're the creator of your experience, you're working in tandem with the universe as a whole, tends to deal with the navel chakra. And so you'll have digestive issues, you have upset stomach, bloating, gas, all those kind of issues. You could start dealing with like kidney stuff, filtering issues. Again, right, these are just energy for you. These are not on a grand scale where you're peeing blood or whatever. If you're peeing blood, go see the doctor. Go to the ER. And it tends to shift with your body. You'll start at lower levels, and as you ascend higher and higher and higher, you'll start to clear out higher energy systems, your brain, your third eye, your third eye and your crown chakra. But oftentimes, a lot of us hold energy, heart, navel, head, and so you're gonna start seeing a lot of like fogginess, mental unclarity. You're gonna have memory issues. Frequencies, you're gonna feel like you have pressure in your head. You're gonna feel maybe like sensations on your forehead, ears, things like that in that area. Give me that ball, it's either. I'm not cropping this out. And so instead of, give me the ball. Oh my God, I finally got the ball. It's my precious. I got the precious. Now get the ball, Caesar. Oh, terrible throw. I hit the wall. I'm usually a better thrower than that. It looked bad. I'm pretty athletic, to be honest with you. But, so, Ascension Sickness Symptoms. They could range from so many different things. But base information that we need is that it's an energy cleansing. It's an energy release. It's our bodies dealing with an influx of new energy patterns, of new frequencies. Jeez Louise, he is feisty today. Give me that ball. New frequencies. Oh my gosh. Give me. Yeah, I like that one. He doesn't like it very much, does he? Or maybe he does. I'm gonna pretend to throw it to this direction and he's gonna go jump. Ready? And get it. Oh, he didn't go. Good, I'll keep him busy for 10 seconds. Anyways, okay, I'm finishing this. This is a long enough video. Ascension Sickness Symptoms. You are cleansing your body of old energy patterns. You are raising up frequency-wise. You are ascending upward. You are changing. You are transmuting. You are becoming more enlightened. You are becoming more awakened. The universe is forcing that upon you because eventually that is the ultimate goal. Ultimately, we all have to ascend upward in as many lives as it takes us. This lifetime just tends to be a higher, a faster, more rapid cleansing time. And so these experiences are going to be deeper, a little bit harder to deal with, a bit more confusing. Trust your body, trust your intuition. If something's really, really going on, go see a doctor. But oftentimes, our bodies are just holding energy and we've got to let go of them one way or another. Sometimes it's hard to deal with. Emotional, you'll have a shit ton of emotional stuff come up. Sometimes you'll be feeling like you're floating on a freaking cloud. I was walking through the day today and I thought I was floating on a freaking cloud. I was dizzy, it was kind of foggy, I had some pressure in my head, and I just felt high, like in a movie, and they just kind of float without walking. That's exactly how I felt. But you're not alone. We're all dealing with this together. You're not crazy. So if you really are on a spiritual journey and a spiritual path and you feel like you're taking the necessary steps to evolve and ascend upward in your consciousness, almost 100% of the time you actually are, and it's just an energy cleansing. Trust yourself, trust the universe. Everything is working out in divine timing. Excuse me, it's just another divine appointment. We're all right. That's it for today. Caesar is watching the ball. He says bye too. Say bye, Caesar. Talk to you guys later. If you have questions, you want me to do more videos on this, I can explain more. Yeah, anyways. Love you guys. Talk to you later. See you next time. Bye.